What's going on, guys? The Gatekeeper here, once again in my VK4502B. Tier 9 German heavy tank. Here we are, pretty good matchmaking here. We have a 51% chance to win, so we may have to fight for it, you know, not guaranteed win. Could go either way. But this game is probably one of my best games I've ever had in the VK. Now, this is not long after I bought this gun. The gun's quite expensive. All the modules on this tank are quite expensive and they take a fair bit of research. But once I got it, I had some great games with it. And here we are. This is one of the best. So as you can see in the title, I do end up doing about 6,000 damage. And I also do get a TopCon award. Spoiler alert. So, I like this map. I really like this map. Ruinberg on Fire, or Ruinberg. Same map. It just works for me every time I play this map. I do well, especially when I'm in my VK. I love being in heavily armored tanks with a good gun. And the tank doesn't have to be very fast. Obviously, it's an urban map. You're not going to be running around the place. And this is my favorite part of the map. At about E3, this is where I like to go in my well-armored tanks. AMX 1375 is, you know, it's a ballsy move, going up the center. Anyway, just took two shots, one from the AT-15, one from the T-32. Smack a shot for 532 damage, right into the AT-15's commander's hatch. That T-32 is in an interesting position, but since it's a heavy tank, yet it's a pretty small heavy tank, so he does manage to get into a good position there. He must have rushed there, because he was there as soon as I came into this position, so yeah. And he's a good player, so he knows what he's doing, so I'll have to watch out for him. But the main weakness with the T-32 is the penetration on his gun isn't great, and it's certainly not good enough to get through the armor of the VK. Especially when he's putting shot after shot into my lower plate. Don't bother. He's given up on me, and now he's trying the E-75, which is also a very well-armored German heavy tank. AT-15 also has good penetration, but not good enough. Bouncing shot after shot, absorbing shots with my tracks. Now, I did put a shot into the AT-15's gun mantlet. I'm surprised that penetrated, but turns out I don't really need to aim for his commander's hatch. I do have enough penetration to get through the front of his tank anyway. T-32 still hasn't taken any damage there. There we go. Finally got that AT-15. So I'd like to move up here, but that T-32 is kind of stopping me. So I've taken one shot. That was from the AT-15. I think he finally worked out that, oh, I have a commander's hatch, and I also have a little viewport, which is quite weak. But it's a small target, so you'll have to aim carefully. Yep, you can see he tried to go for that commander's hatch shot, but didn't quite get it. Now, Super Pershing, great tank, great armor, as long as you... Well, if you don't know where his weak spots are, then you're stuffed, but... You can see I tried to put a shot into his side, because it does have pretty weak side armor, but still, it was at an extreme angle, so it bounced anyway. STI bounced off my upper glacis. Now that's where you want to be shooting a Super Pershing, right in that top hatch. Well, it's barely a hatch, it's just above the spaced armor. So, right now I've probably already earned a Steel Wall award in this game. So, once again, directly into the front, 50 meters away. Didn't penetrate. And, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. He's getting around my sides. Luckily, I managed to back off, and he kind of backs off, so he lost his opportunity there. Now, I put another one into his commander's hatch. That E-75 saved my life there. STI, oh, just managed to angle my armor well enough so that my tracks absorbed the shot. STI, lower plate. Easy penetration. Now we're winning, well, we're losing 6-7. Could go either way, but they do have the numerical advantage. But I'm still here. Lower plate didn't quite have the gun depression, so I just went for the side of his turret. Now he actually has the stock turret, so with the STI actually does have very good turret armor, but that's with the top turret. And he doesn't have the top turret, meaning I can easily put a shot into the side. But there we go. Finished off the STI. Lower plate once again. E35's got that T32 handled. He's on full health still. He's taking hits, but none of them are penetrating. So I decide to flank around. T32, 34 hit points. Now, I could have taken the shot, but 490 hit points. 490 average damage, sorry, with this gun, and he only has 32 health. But he puts a shot into me, and that's... yeah, he's had it. Goodbye, Mr. T32. I just feel so cheated, firing a shell that expensive with that much alpha damage. And only doing 34 damage, but oh, what can you do? Kill's a kill. Object 74, just fired, meaning he should be reloading. Put a shot to his front. 11 all. That T54 is a very good player, and he is peppering the E75. Almost definitely firing premium shells, as most T54 drivers do. This is quite an exciting game. So I decided to go after the Rheinmetall Borsig. He's just around this corner. 83 health. Bounces off my Upper Glacius. And we finish him off. Now, we just lost our Jagdtiger 88. 12 all. And the T54, he's a fast, mobile medium tank, and I'm a big, slow, heavy tank. You would think he would just rush me and circle me, but he doesn't. He knew I was coming, so he was facing my way, but still couldn't stop the shell from bouncing. T54 backs up. And now they're trapped, they're cornered. Artillery takes out the Jagdtiger 88. He was facing the other way. Now bounce off the top of the T54. I think it hit his Upper Glacius, which isn't that thick, but it was at such an extreme angle. So now this is when I kind of panicked. T54 about to get around my sides. I just slammed the brakes and I ram into him for 290 average damage. 290 damage, and then I finish him off with my last shell. Okay, me and the artillery against this T28. He fires. Tracks take the shot. Now I take way too long taking this shot. I decide to go for the commander's hatch. I probably could have penetrated him through the front plate anyway. And there we go. FE207 finished him off. He was a great player. He did a decent amount of damage. But there we go. 5,920 damage. And yeah, it was quite an intense game. 51% chance to win. So we just won, but still it was kind of close. Uncomfortably close. Anyway, thanks for watching. Send me your replays in the description. I'll have a small tutorial in the description. Just send it to my... you gotta upload it to World of Tanks replays, whatreplays.com, and then send me a link through my email address, which will be in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.